So as I was, like I said, just looking through Ohio Indians, I was trying to find this one chief. I found him before. His name was Negro Legs. It was around the time Lex sent me something about a chief called Leather Lips, I believe it was, in a rock formation that's looks exactly like him out of the cliffs. And I was looking around to see what else was there, and I started thinking about the Miami, Ohio Indians. So I started looking into them, and somehow I ran across one called Negro Legs, and something I was looking into the other day reminded me of him. So I was looking around and I couldn't find him, but ran across this. I thought that name, was it Mingoe? It sounded kind of familiar, so I was just looking into it. And that's where I found some other stuff that was written about him, the tribe. It seemed like it was a tribe of, I don't know, some authors make it sound like they were just Africans that were brought, to Canada, and they escaped from their masters, and they ran and hid amongst the Indians and stuff like that, and so on and so forth. English settlers brought them, but it seems like there was a mixture. At least they try to portray there's a mixture of Africans with these people mixed in. So I was just looking through images, and there was this one image that came up of this brother that we always see in these Moorish videos, but they really don't explain who he is or what he's done. So as I clicked on him, come to find out it's this cat right here. It's this, see, and the way they spelled it was different, because the statue back there, it doesn't have the E at the end, right? They just spell it M-I-N-G-O. So that's what threw me off at first. So I'm reading about this, and I'll leave this in the description box, because basically this all it is just, them justifying that all people had slaves, and so on and so forth. They even give you that, the people of Africa, people of African origin had been in part of English society since Roman times. Just making it seem like it's all okay, and often owning slaves and stuff like that. I mean, you read it here. I don't do really well reading out loud, but believe me, I've read through this. It's interesting because, like I said, as I read through this, I stopped, and because you recognize some places, like this right here, wasn't this the county, right, in North Carolina where they have the Indians with the afros? Wasn't that like the tribe that's there? And only ran across that because we were trying to look into why was it Thomas Jefferson hated the Indians so much, But so I was reading this, and to my servant, and stuff like that. Now he's supposed to be an African that was imported, but they don't say what part of Africa he was deported from, and imported to to England too. So I thought that was interesting. But watch this. As you take this name, and I was gonna do like a word search. I wanted to see where it leads you. That's what they give you. So there's no trickery. There's no sleight of hand. I mean, they changed the spelling and everything, and they tell you that this name goes to these Native American people. So now you got a few things going here. You got the name Seneca. The name Seneca also belongs to Seneca the Younger of Rome. You have, Mingoe. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm probably not. But, you have this name for, this Indian tribe, but then you also have, this servant of this supposedly, people who claim to be the Romans. So it's like, to me, it's just, there's something there. I just need to sit back and think about it. What's the connection? We already know that, they keep trying to throw it in that these people, let me see here. They throw in that they're part of the manganese people are in Algonquian. No, I'm sorry. An Iroquois speaking group of Native Americans made up of people who migrated west of the Ohio in the mid 18th century, primarily Senecas. And that's what got me right here. It was the Seneca part, because we already know they haven't told the truth about the Senecas. Watch this. See if we can pull that up again. See, right there, they switched it on me. Brought up Seneca the Younger. Why do they share the same names? Watch this.
The leader for you. The Seneca tribe. The Seneca tribe lived from Seneca Lake to the Allegheny River, which is now west. The Seneca sided with.
Hold on, let me go back just a little bit.
3. The Seneca tribe fought with the British in the.
The Seneca side fought with the British, you just said. Listen, I'll just play it back just a little bit more.
River. From 1755 to 1783, the Seneca tribe fought with the British in the Revolutionary War. Much of the Revolutionary War happened in New York, which is where the Seneca tribe lived. Seneca.
See, look at that. You're showing us you show us a drawing, a modern day drawing of the Senecas in the British, but your paintings have a man that's just like all of us. Look at that afro. Look at his woolly hair. I'm sorry. Look at the hat he's wearing on top of that. Fighting alongside of him. And if he was a red coat or whatever they try to portray them as, you've seen all their movies. He didn't wear the black coat. He wore red just like them. So come on now. Look. Where was it? There it is. You come up with a modern day drawing for this to try to prove your point. Then you throw in.
The Revolutionary War happened in New York, which is where the Seneca tribe lived.
Oh, look at that upside down cross. Look at that. Oh wow. But then they throw in this this painting, which is older than that drawing. That's what I find interesting, right? I just got to sit down and really think about it and clear my mind, you know? Because the answer's got to be right in front of our face. It's just haven't put together enough of the information to figure out where I'm getting caught up. So that's what I was talking about the other day when I was just bringing up some of the stuff that's on my mind. And I'm just trying to put it out there to clear up the mind so I could think straight, hopefully, you know, and figure this stuff out. Because it's there. Oh, and this is the portrait. And like I said, we've all seen these in these Moorish videos and so on and so forth. But no one really tells us, you know, where they're taking it from. And I read the bottom there. But this is what made me stop and look at it. So, like I said, I'll put this in the description box. And all that.